Households have now faced a triple whammy of recession, higher inflation and government cuts. So we asked the Institute for Fiscal Studies to estimate exactly what had happened to real household income since 2008 and which of those different factors had done the greatest damage. They found that a household right in the middle of the income distribution with children will be 1.1% worse off after taxes and inflation this year than they were in 2008. That's a fall of £233. Now, their income would have risen by well over £1,000 had real incomes gone up in the usual way. For most people, low rates on savings and high inflation relative to wages have hit them much harder than either unemployment or tax and benefit changes. And pensioners like John De Morgan from Berkhamsted have lost more than average.
The main areas are transport, petrol prices and heating, oil, energy prices, which I've noticed the difference in my energy costs. The bill's gone up quite a bit this last year. Even though I do all the double deals and things that you can do.
Pensioners in the middle of the income scale are 2.4% worse off than in 2008, a loss of more than £450. Lower savings income accounts for nearly two-thirds of that loss. But by far the biggest losers are the top tenth of households. After inflation and taxes, their income has fallen by 3.8%, a fall of more than £2,000. But they're better placed to handle the pressure than most. Andrew and Joanne Maloney own several businesses in South Yorkshire. They had to close one store during the recession, but now they say things are on the up.
Our business is still growing, so we're on the up. We're probably quite unique, but I do appreciate that some people will have had to tighten their belts, and I know people, friends of ours, who have tightened their belts.
Watch where you're going.
You'll be surprised to hear that income tax and benefit changes since 2008 have left the average family about £120 better off. That includes the changes coming in this April, though the rise in VAT has hit living standards another way by pushing up inflation.
If you take the period since the recession in 2008, average households have not been hit by tax and benefit changes, though higher income households have been hit as a result of the 50p tax rate and so on. Looking forward, the squeeze will come with higher taxes and lower benefits over the next 2 or 3 years.
Looking ahead, the IFS thinks the 5 years from 2008 to 2013 are shaping up to be the worst period for household real incomes since the mid-1970s. So if you think the recovery's been more painful so far than the recession, you might be right.